Yeah, hi everyone. Uh, we have discussed clearly about static methods in the last session, but here, so total how many types of methods are there? The classification I'll give you clearly in today's session. Normally, there are four types of classifications. Four types. The first one, all the four examples I'll give you. So along with me, you please practice. We know normally what is a method, or we can say function also. Method is a block of instructions. It is a block of instructions. What it will do? Method performs a task. Any operation. For example, adding two numbers. Adding two numbers. Checking the number is even or not. Right? Withdraw operation. Withdrawing amount transaction. Depositing amount a transaction. Any operation it will do, right? There are four types of methods. Four types. The first one, the method is not taking input and not returning output. So simply to say, not taking input means what? After that, I'm giving that method with no input means no arguments, and not returning output means what? And no return values. Now we are taking the examples. We know already we have seen, but few examples let me explain so that you will practice quickly. The first one is a simple example, static only I'm taking. Class name is a say, class name is a say. The method is a block of instructions with identity called hello. Any name you can give, name. As we know that methods are two types, static and instance, but instance will come later, static. But every method has a return type. Sir, if it is not returning anything, at least void. Here it is a void. Just giving a simple message system.out.println hello all is a message. The question is how to call, and now I'm explaining about the classifications. The classification is what? The method is not taking any input. Here actually, in this parenthesis, we write the input. And this is output area. Output. This is not returning anything. Here it is, simply to say no input here and no output here. Void is nothing but no. Void means nothing. Simply to say no. No input and no output. This is example. So how to call? We know already. Static methods we access using the class name. What is the class name? Here it is. Simply say dot method name is a hello. That is, when you run the code, you will get the output. Sir, here it is a how many times you can call means what? That I already explained. Once the method is ready, you can call any number of times. Say hello, say hello, say hello, like this. We call. So now three times we have called. So three times you are getting the output. This is one example. One example. And here Anything you can write here, any number of methods you can define. For example, static hello, and here it is a, suppose one more method I'm writing hi, hi all, and one more method I'm writing by. Here it is a by all, like this, by all. Now here, anything you can call. Sir, in one class, I am defining three methods. Any number of methods you can define, but you need to call using the class name only. Say hi, say hello, in a same order I'm calling, but you can call in any order. Say hello, and next one say bye. Now all the three will execute, is giving the output of all the three. And any number of classes also you can define. This is another example. Finally, I'll copy all these things in the paint so that you can write the code. Suppose here it is a just message is a say hello, say hello. This is one, and one more. I'm taking that class hello all. Suppose static void all four kinds of methods we will discuss today. Okay, and this is also same hello all. Both we are using the same. You can call anything. First one is a say hello, say hello. Second one is a hello all. Any number of classes, any number of methods you can define, no matter. But one thing you need to understand. One thing. Sir, what is that? It's very simple one. If it is a static method, you need to call using the class name. And here we are discussing about the static methods. So you can access using the class name. You can access using the class name. That is, in one class, any number of methods you can define in one class. Next one, any number of classes, any number of classes you can create. Any number of classes you can create. Okay, please write all these three so that the second model I'll explain like this 2 to 3 examples. Quick, everybody. Okay, now the second kind of examples we are discussing. In that one, the method taking input, but no output, no written values. These kind of examples also we have seen. Okay, now I'm explaining that one. Suppose here it is class, check the person, or person can vote or not, can vote. It is depends on age of the person. Here you need to write the logic if else, and from here you need to call. How to call? You know already. Just call here. This is one logic you need to write. Here why I'm explaining this one means what? Simply it is taking input now, but it is not giving any output. No output, but input is there, is the one. So this is one example. Using if else, you quickly complete that. The second one is check check is even is taking the number and write the logic and call there is the second one. Now the third one. Third one simply here it is calculate multiple. I am writing sum of two numbers. Your logic here. Next calculate difference. Difference your logic here. Both you please call here multiple. This one also you need to call. All the three you need to complete and drop your code in the chat box. Quick. Right. So here is the third one. Just a method taking input and return values also. And return values also. This one. So what is this? What is this? For example, same I'm taking the class. Class name is calculate. Method name is a sum. As usual, it is taking two numbers. We are adding them and storing into one variable. If it is not returning anything, we are writing void. Return type is a static. And here we call like this. And we are printing here only system.out.println. Some result is equal to that C we are adding and we are calling. How you call? Calculate dot sum, passing the values. But it is different. After calculating, please don't print here. Return statement compulsory. Return C value. Return C. Result you have to return. Sir, what is this type? Return C is an integer type. So, return type is not void. Return type is not void. It is int. It is integer type. It will return back to the same place only. That you have to collect here. Important. Into a variable. Any variable name is your wish. And then printing the result. System.out.println. Result is X, not C. Now briefly let me explain how it executes. First, it will call from here. Calculate dot sum. The 10 will come and store into A. 20 will come and store into B. Adding two numbers, storing the result into a variable called C. And now it is returning that C back. It will return back to here, and that will store the value C will return back to here, and that will go and store into the variable called X. And we are printing that X result. So here what we need to understand, input is present as well as return values also present. Input you have to pass, result you have to collect into the same type of variable only. If you see multiple examples, you will get clarity. Now, if you run the same output, you will get result is a 30. Result is 30. This is one kind. And one more I'll explain, please. Now, suppose here, check the person can vote or not. Again, same example only, but in a different way. Now here, Person can vote or not. Can vote. Taking the age. Suppose if the age is greater than or equals to 18, you have to return yes can vote. Can vote message. Else, if it is under 18, return cannot vote message. So what is this message? Return type is a string, because see what you are returning, it's not integer value, it's a string value. It is in double quotations now. So the return type is a string. So when you call person dot can vote, any value you can pass, suppose 23, because look at this, taking integer value. So 23 will come and store into this variable age. And it is returning back string to you, string. Here it is that we are collecting into string type variable only. Into anything, just result. Variable name is your wish, but the variable type is very, very important. So that we are printing here. System.out.println result, just result printing. Now run the code. Here it is. What is expected? Just semicolon missing. Look at the output of this code. Can vote. Can vote. So what you are returning, the return type should be of same type. Please execute these two programs. Then the last classification I'll explain. So let me explain that last thing. The method with no input, no arguments, but with the return values. Method is not taking input. For example, one example I'm taking. Okay. So what is that? Just what is the pi value? Class get. Suppose that is the class name, consider. Pi value. I'm giving like this. It will return the pi value. You first take into one variable pi 3.142. Then return pi. Like that you can take. No sir, why like that? Simply return 3.142. 3.142 returning, but it's a double value na. So a very important one, return type is a double and it is a static too. So how to call? So what we need to understand here, it is not taking input, no input, but it is giving the output, return value. So how to call? As usual, get dot pi value. It will return the pi value that we collect into double. Any variable you can take. Suppose pi only I'm taking, just with a simple message. System.out.println pi value is just pi. We are printing like this. When you run the code, see, these are the 4 different types of methods which are available, right? Almost all methods based on these 4 classifications only, these 4 styles only. So please execute all these programs multiple times with a different logics. Hope you understood. Okay. Tomorrow, instance methods as well as constructors I'll explain in these OOPS concepts.